Alright, now we're live. Great. Ginger ale and grapefruit juice. Wonderful combination. Love it. Alright. And we're back. I don't actually... Oh, yeah. I'm not wearing this because I'm bald. I'm wearing this because my hair's a damn mess. It's really the best way I can explain it. And it's very unfortunate, and none of y'all need to... You're going to be a nuisance during the stream too, aren't you? Already. It's okay. Argos, you will be, you will be the star of the show again, I'm sure. But hello again. Hello again. We are making our way back to the Red Rooster Stead. So that way I can... Hello? Okay. So I can, one, take care of the cave bats from my hunting log. And also, so that way, I can finish up those quests over there. We are still not going to Western Noscea yet. Only because we don't need to yet. Not necessary. Oh! Quest giver. I forgot there was even a quest giver over here. Oh, they're level 7. Well, that one's level 10, so also not something I need to worry about either. But we are back at it again. I just want to make sure that all my level 6 quests are done. That's mainly the main part of why I'm going this way. Huh. Oh. See, this is what happens when you play with low specs. Oh, oh, come on. Harvey, no. There we go. Beast in blood and battle. Love it. I can't see a thing. Alright, there we go. Ooh, and I'm level 13 now. Level 8. We'll come back. I think all that's left is pirates and crabs. No, a pirate and a lightning spray. To be more specific. There's a fate here. I could always do that. There's a lot of level 7 quests, actually. That's 11. 13, 12. There's a lot of, like, really high level quests already available. It's, I guess from main scenario stuff. Okay, there's a couple of level 6 quests that I still need to do. Don't worry, I won't make too many long form pieces of content. I'll go back and I'll rearrange our... Oh, hold on, I need to check something real quick. Make sure this is going. It is going as it should. Cool. Alright, we're good. far from Mogrim. Mogrim doesn't know what to do about his dodos. They may call it the Red Rooster Stead, but make no mistake, dodos are the birds that keep this stead steady. Those sweet and tender eggs, that succulent meat. So long as you remove a dodoling's poison glands, you're in for some scrumptious and healthy poultry. Ugh, they're so delicious, I have to remind myself that some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Or perhaps I don't. Talk to XIV and see if we can't return those exquisite creatures to their pen. Is this a level 6? It is. I hope you don't feel sheepish about hauling a wee bit of wool. The flock's fleece is shorn and scoured, and the sack is all set to sail. Normally, the Manic Miller up north takes it and felts it for us, but it seems the only wool his courier is tending to today is this blanket, the lackadaisical loafer. So I hoped you might see to it the sack of fleece down by the flock's pen reaches the miller. Whitesurn is his name. I'm probably going for a longer set today in preparation for Saturday, because the winter storm is coming, and I mean, I don't think we're going to have a power outage. I really hope not. Although, if we do, I have a way around that. So I'll still be streaming. Granted, I don't know how that powerful that will be, but whatever. Am I ever pleased to see you? I was about to cry foul, but with your help we can round them up. Those dim-witted dodos pecked through the fencing and fled the coop. Luckily, they know better than to leave the stead. There are 3 Bolton dodos in all. If you spot one, just throw one of these dodo-sized sacks over its head. Once you've caught all the birds, would you mind leaving them in Mogrim's care? I need to repair the fencing before we can return them to this enclosure, you see. I'm just making sure you're not getting into anything. Quit smiling at me. You nosy. Anyways, look at this. I see something shining in the distance. Oh. Bolting dodo. The empty dodo-sized sack. And gotcha. All I can imagine is this small Makote girl just lifting this large ass sack over her head, trying to carry them around. Why are you smiling at me like that, huh? What? Trying to steal the show as always. I'm so glad that jogging is just a normal thing that happens now. It's right up there with Flight and A Realm Reborn. Just, you know, one of those things people always want, but, you know, never really think about having. Until it's 3 years down the line, and suddenly you're, whatever could be thrashing about in this dodo-sized sack? Whatever would you put in an empty dodo-sized sack? I don't know, maybe this bolting dodo. Gotcha. There it is. Back to Mogrim. I've heard everything. Hand me the dodos. Oh, my precious darlings. Without their poison breath, they're defenseless out in the wild. Daddy Dodo gets so worried. And now my dodos have a mommy. Stay around and look after my babies, won't you? At least until they're ripe for slaughter. I wonder what he says if you're a dude if you're a dude. Because clearly I'm the mommy. I'm the mummy, but don't call me mother. I ain't that kind of gal. And you know what? Let's stop in and say hi to my favorite dumbass of a Rugadin. Because why not? Sup, track? You call me a working man? I reckon that's what I am. Drinking under the chief's nose, sneaking out the back door, and nobody'll ever know. Yeah, sure. A miller with no fleece is an artist with no canvas, a poet with no words, a man with no purpose. Curse that blasted courier. Do the sheep stop growing? Does the mill stop churning? What entitles him to rest? Ugh, let him count his sheep in his bed. The wool is at last mine, and soon the felt shall be wrought. What a weirdo. So late. Thought I felt you down there. I'm getting a lot of food. Food that is gonna go unused. Breathtaking, is it not? Proud sails turning, rugged gears churning. The mill never stops, and so neither can the miller's sign to its upkeep. Vigilance is the key. By addressing tomorrow's issues today, we assure the wheels of prosperity continue to grind. Unfortunately, I've my hands full with the work of the day and cannot leave my station to tend to inspection. I would entrust this duty to you. Seek out the other 3 millers. Heed their concerns and apprise Whitestone of your findings. Are the millers whistling? I mean, let's go try and see it. Damn, I can't even see the character. Aw. Well, it was a good old-fashioned try there, Carby. Well, you see the mill spinning, don't you? What more do you need to know? Only problem I have is you meddling in my chores. Away with you, then. Well, that was kind of rude. I'm but a simple adventurer just trying to find my way in the world. White Zern. Oh, he bald. Very bald. The mill is fine. We'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavengers that rob us of our yield. So we got... So the mills are turning. They're worried about scavengers and... Ishushu. Hello. I haven't noticed. I haven't noticed anything off myself. Let's have a look now, shall we? Look there. The sail's been nicked a bit. Nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use is the same as they use for sails out in the sea, made to stand up to bluster and wind. I don't know what it is about ginger ale, but or I don't know what it is about the grapefruit juice, but it just brightens up the whole ginger ale. You good? He always looks like he's about to do something bad. Every time I tap it. What was that? You knocked something over? You hit the wall with your tail? Yeah, whatever. I trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill. You are impressed, yes. The matter of a shushu's sale is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. To delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. The Grey Fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead. More lovely. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, that was all ginger ale. Ooh. I was hoping for a bit of grapefruit juice. You know, I can't wait to have a more current PC. I miss that. My PC used to be current. Used to not have to worry about specs or anything. Because the one I had was basically all brand new parts, but it has now been... It's been since 2019. So that officially makes my console... officially makes my computer 7 years old. I have a new fan, but it's also the... What did you grab? Oh, the tennis... Hi. You grabbed the tennis ball. I mean, I don't know why I'm not throwing it. I'm here. Whack-a-mole! If a lifetime of meticulous research into the advancement of the agricultural arts has taught me anything, it is that the fruits of knowledge are incapable of preserving themselves. Without an adventurer's brawn to protect them, I fear all my work will come to naught. Take, for example, the splendid ogre pumpkin crop. I was able to cultivate. Years of hypothesizing and testing at last made tangible, only to be snatched away by those subterranean sorners, the clever hedge moles. I've already engineered the pumpkins to resist fire, drought, frost, weeds, insects, and festive rituals. I just need someone to kill the moles. Sure, I'll whack some moles for you. Pumpkin vine. Bow. That's how you whack a mole. And bye-bye. Well, that was so easy. It makes me wonder why I spent my life formulating complex solutions to problems rather than merely going around killing things. Nevertheless, I'm afraid it's too late to alter my methods now. I'll continue to focus on the complex solutions and have you stick around to kill things. What hubris! What arrogance to believe that I, one woman alone, could overcome the unfathomably vast and profound mysteries of nature. But with you here, I'm sure we can do it. Lovely, yeah, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Don't even need to worry about those. I think Summerford is calling. We helping the farmers. We're already making way better time than I was yesterday. At least that's what it feels like. Orange Crush. Honestly, an orange nectar is sweet, but rest assured it's paid for in sweat. We have to pollinate each orange by hand because of the blasted pucks that prey on the nearby bees. If we could only eradicate some 5 puck hatchlings, it would save us from having to do nature's work. Also, yeah, shut up. That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stelwern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. It's time to play. What's the choice, and why is your choice not at all? You fall to that scrag, your arse is mine. What you waiting for? An invite from the Admiral? Just fighting. Come a little closer, like. I dinna hear you. Fiffigal on the one in blue. Which is literally all of them. Work. Can't work with me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last skill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stelwern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. And there's just this random Rugadin just sleeping. Sleeping on the job. Says how am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Ash tuna. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? Probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me. But I ain't one to reject the summons from the captain. Aramis. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days. Wanton slaughter. You bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those were the days. Ugh, I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I got plenty to deal with. Oh, I didn't realize he was all the way over there. I swear he was just on the bridge. Hello. So, Stelwern sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the wheat and wickless. I saucier sees so. Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking go from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Might as well put some food in me. Let's say, I think raisins will do. Severin. Aye, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on, and ride on out. We kill him. Got it? Yeah, I did it. Ooh, my ear itches. What do you have? Buddy, that's the cord for my... Well, it's fine. I mean, it was already broken anyways. Go on, have at it. I know you want to. It's not a trap. Just have at it. Why are you looking at like y'all happy now? Anyways. I'm gonna have to put things in better places. You know what? I need to put this in here anyways. Let me just move a couple things. Lordy. Lordy. Yeah, my GoPro has seen better days, although this almost looks like... It's really weird. Then again, I haven't touched it in over a year at least. You can't even turn it on anymore. I mean, that's, at this point, all that really matters. It's also really dusty down there. Alright. Alright. Back to it. Apologies. The buzz on the wind tells me you've done the deed. The only pests plaguing my orchard are those woeful whelps out of water. If only you could rid me of the parasitic pirates who did the pesky books. Yeah. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. Hey. No. Argos, you are making this stream really difficult to continue. Come here. Come here. Want to be a nuisance? You want to be the star of the show? I'll let you be the star of the show. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. All right. Hi. He's like, what the hell? Hi. How you gonna grab onto my arm like that? Hi, buddy. Hi. Here's your you. Alright, hold on. Oh, before you get me all furry, like, I'm already furry. I'm already a bear. I don't need you making me any more furry than I already am. Alright. Well, rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt where all such worms belong. Level 8. Alright. Double dealing. I could use a hempen cowl. Still, Wern worries the sack of oranges will not reach the Lethagran checkpoint as planned. Pains me to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some, like you, who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once, I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as said Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Erva. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Oh, right, chat bubbles. I love chat bubbles. Now you can't be secretive on stream. Love it. Honestly, I'll probably play a lot with Vata. She's very pretty. And I don't really play as female characters very often. I mean, I do. But usually they're kinda... Oh no. My webcam. Stop it. Always. Always causing problems. There we go. Hey. Yeah, I see you. You're right there. How can I not see you? Usually whenever I create female characters, they're typically big, burly, beefy women. Like Femme Rose and... Gosh dang it. Argos. This is your fault. There we go. Better. This is all your fault, Argos. Right. Bloody hells! Off the stream without a paddle. What's this all? Still weren't sent you for the oranges. Huh. So the old bugger had known all the time. I'd known all this time. Ugh, does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. I will add this to... Hold on, I'm going the wrong direction. Time to add things. Alright. Stop, brah. Hurry, you've been messing with me, mates. Nice try though. I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself, not for Severance shoving me aside. Severance sent you? Ha! No way he flew out of here. I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Not yet. Rooster. Just need to make sure he's not eating anything that will definitely kill him. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Always hungry. For no reason. You saved me, mates, and for that, I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you the sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Noscea and send him my regards. Oh, it's raining. Sack of oranges. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... just eating his food. But he takes it out of his bowl and then eats it out here. More and more travelers pass through these gates, bloodied and bruised each day. They tell me the Yarzans harry them at the Rogue. Pains me to do nothing, but we need every man we have just to hold the garrison. You would do us all a great service within the Yarzan population for us. If you could clear out, say, 3 of their nests, we'd all be in your debt. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms, and as scheduled. There's a first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. And the only things not here are those backmen. And I don't miss them one bit. Here's Delwyn's payment full. With you, I can trust he'll reach him. Oh, my level's too high. Pop!
Yeah.
Yellow Jacket, you're in my way. What? Oh, okay, hi. I say hi to you one time. And you just think, oh, jump. Come on. I need you to stay out from underneath the desk. Because I know you're trying to get in there. This is the last place you need to be. And when I go back... go ahead and go back to Red Rooster Stead. And hopefully take care of all the level 8 quests there. Then hopefully I don't have to go back there again. At least until duty calls. Ah, so you did for the Vilekin. Every passer through owes you a debt of gratitude. The Thagren is a vital stronghold. One of the Maelstrom would defend themselves had they the means. The fleet spread too thin, which is why the Yellow Jackets have been called in. But our members are hardly inexhaustible, and your help goes a long way towards preserving the peace. Yeah. I'm a peacekeeper. I don't know. What? Do with this. Fire and brimstone. Well, this time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and truly. Struck brimstone while shoveling through the mines. Now the rocks are rife with the reek of rotten eggs. Gas grew to be too much to bear. You'll need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak properly. Just find the surfing clouds brought on by the brimstone. Gas plume. Whoop! Surf clouds. Whoop. Got them both. In one fell swoop. Oh, one more. Bye-bye. Ooh, Ooh, I got to crush my enemy. What's my achievement level at now? Oh, well, I've already gotten a few. I've gotten 5, I think. I do kind of wish they would tell me. Defeat 100 enemies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. None of these stats matter. None of these stats matter. Honestly, these stats are, I mean, the reduced durability loss is partially the one that really matters. But free market friend. You know, the Bosom Buddies one is actually really easy to do if you're side-by-side leveling jobs. Especially if you're doing it, like, at content level. Now that's a breath of fresh air. For many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down there. The price as metals command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. We'll go ahead and take the boots. Yeah, I'll take the boots. We should all should be level 8. That's 11, so that'll be whenever I mosey on over to Moribi Bay. Let me go ahead and go over to the fleet. Hey, look, ma, no hands. The only part I don't like is that suddenly you do tank controls and then awkward. Oh god. Okay, I'm losing control. I need to. I got back. Alright, back. Ugh. I mean, hey, it's super useful, especially whenever you're Oh, I was like, what? But it's just my PC specs are a little old. The Kobold crimes of late give us ample cause for concern. Yet, White Theron is content to pass them off as mere mischief-making. He cares more for the welfare of his mills than that of his workers. If only my beloved Mogrim knew of my plight, I am certain he would leap to my rescue all the way from his post at the Red Rooster Stead. He often calls me his little lamb, and I am certain my absence could only have made his heart grow fonder. I'm so bad. Now, felting wool is all well and good for your run-of-the-mill miller, but you know what gets my grindstone spinning? Grain. What worth has wheat? None. But once shred into fabulous flour, even the confounded Galagos can't keep their hands off of it. Which is precisely why I need you to slay them and recover the 4 sacks they pilfered. Once you have done so, take the sacks of flour down to the stead, and Skarnmar will take care of the rest. My only question is, what the hell are monkeys going to do with flour? They can't cook. They don't cook. They don't clean. And I don't think they got no rings, so. I'm fine. I'm just stupid. Are they lovers? Worse, they're stupid. Still one of my favorite movies. Because it goes so well with, like, literally most ships. It goes so well. Anyways. Let me guess. Didn't kill it. Yep. Boom. Gotcha. Boop. And down. What's this here fight? Oh, kobolds. I'll take it. Aw, you tried to defend yourself, but... Sorry, I'm just too strong for you, I guess. This land Titan claims! This land Titan claims! Just being rude. Bow. Down you bow. Lower. Lower. Almost there. Auto attack isn't super useful, but you know, sometimes you just want to see someone hit an enemy with a button. Sometimes you just want to throw the book at the enemy, you know? Like you're itched. It's been rainier here. You know where Mount Rainier is? Washington. Even when Sarge is brilliant, he's still stupid. I kind of miss Red vs. Blue. Aaron Lorna. Care to partake in the inexorable march of science? The concoction I'm currently formulating could change horticulture as we know it. Imagine, a fluid one could strew over crops to ward off pests. All I need are some ladybugs and someone to squash them. Ladybugs simply cannot resist aphids. Find some Ultic lavender, dab it with a bit of aphid nectar, and they'll come swarming to the slaughter. Indeed, the Kobolds' steady incursions warrant wariness. And now they frighten my poor little lamb, the soul I love more than any other on two legs. We must summon the Yellow Jackets at once. I shall pen the missive warning Osfer of the Kobolds' advance. You must deliver it to the Lothagran checkpoint. There is no time to spare. To reach the Lothagran checkpoint, go first to Blind Iron Mines. Brunroot will guide you from there. Well, that can wait. All the eggs and milk in the world don't matter a lick without flour. Not that flour's any good on its own, mind you. Gallagher's just hoard whatever they can get their filthy paws on. But now we've got the whole kit and caboodle, thanks to you. It's a relief you're around. But at the end of the day, we're still utterly unprepared should this sort of thing happen again. Yeah. Sucks to suck, I guess. Fruit and tea. One of my personal favorite breakfast choices. And I'm honestly not actually kidding about that. I actually really enjoy. I really enjoy it. And honestly, the only reason why is because I grew up on it. When you have a very German proud family, it's kind of one of those staples for breakfast. At least for my family. I don't know about other German families. I mean, the one time that I actually was in Germany for like a month, all I ever had for breakfast was literally Lagerlach, and oh man, that you haven't lived till you literally live next to a bakery and you get fresh baked bread every morning for breakfast. Times were so much simpler when I was a teenager, but honestly, I'm glad you're finally eating. Took you long enough. Seriously? Throw that away too. Alright. Anyways, back to the Baltic lavender. Enough reminiscing about extended family visits. And grease fry. Oh, hello. There's more. Can I climb this? Oh my god, I can climb this. That's crazy. Then again, I'm never over here, so... It's always funny the things that you learn when you actually get hyper-focused in a specific area. Honestly, just going about and actually, like, getting personally involved in side quests and actually, like, really actually looking at them is always nice. Move this because it's not gonna be good if he breaks this, because I need that specifically. Oh, why? Argos, it's literally wood. Look at this. Look at this. Chewing on wood. It's not healthy for you, bud. Oh, let me just clean this up. And hopefully I don't get a splinter. I'm probably going to need to vacuum this up. That's gonna have to wait till tomorrow in the morning. Just gotta hope that I don't step on anything and get something in my foot infecting me. Because that won't be good. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, we're good. Just toss it. Return to me once you've collected 3 files of ladybug viscera. It's elementary, really. Aphids live in fear of ladybugs, and so applying the scent of ladybug blood to our crops is certain to ward off the parasites. We are manipulating laws of nature. Of course, we could have just let the ladybugs go on defending the crops as always and not squash them for their viscera, but I hardly see the science in that. I'm so bad at that. She's like, we didn't have to kill the wild candy, but like, science, yeah? But like, science, yeah? Is that an amateur's Curta? Oh. Why? I mean, I guess. Honestly, I forgot that he gives that as a quest reward. Alright, start. That he cannot get into. Alright, back to the mines. Whee! Bound for the Lothagran checkpoint, you come to the right mines. You'll find most denizens of the dark will leave you be so long as you extend them the same courtesy, but kobolds can be a bit more belligerent. Still, nothing an adventurer of your adventurousness can't handle, I suppose. Whee! Run. Yep, I got rid of the... Honestly, I think we're at a point where it's clear. They say a messenger through the mines arrives faster than the crow flies from the stead. It is good to see you. I hadn't realized the extent of the kobold menace, but Mulgrim's missive has opened my eyes. Should we fail to bolster our patrols of the Lancian lowlands now, we would stand to lose the region altogether. I have not forgotten what the kobolds sought to seize when the kobolds sought to seize the west. It would be best those there know their former nemesis has resurfaced. Though Stelware no doubt remains vigilant, I would ask you to visit Summerford Farms and remind him that sleeping dogs may not be content to lie. Back to Stelward. And you know what? Let's return. Yeah, you ain't going for my hoodie. Oh, come on. You know, I just thought to check the webcam, and of course, there it goes again. Always, 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 always. It's fine. No big deal. It just happens, like, literally all the time. You know, I rarely ever see the map pop in, but it's always so funny whenever it does happen. The kobolds know it first. All stars prudence befits this post. The watchmen's always seen threats far over the horizon. Which is all well and good, but the Sahagin swarming at our gates demand my immediate attention before ugly heads that haven't reared themselves in recent memory. Still, I know better than to disregard the bidding of the Yellow Jackets. It's not wrong. I'm looking fashionable. There's a Dark Knight down there. Oh, no, Reaper. Never mind. Oblatio. Void Reaping. I will say, Reaper always looks so cool. It's not really the outfit of a Reaper, though. I usually use that outfit for like my casters. Used to be my go-to for my for both my summoner and my white mage. Obviously, in different colors, but you know, the reds in the outfit and the coat just always pop. Which summoner's main colors are green and red, and a little bit of yellow or gold. I think I'd be over there. And then white mage is always the that didn't mean come over here. Goodness. Back in one piece. That's relief. How'd you fare, Orba? How'd you fare, Orba? Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severn. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. Ugh. You'd do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Very true. No, I'm level 15. Well met, adventurer. All the seasons have their place, but Summerford was named after the one that suits her best. Oh? Oh, right, never mind, Gherkin. Low maintenance. Hold on. Let me just look. Yep, knew it. Oh, it's the Reaper. Now they're a dancer. Okay. If you're headed to Tiller's Rest, I have a favor to ask of you. The pirates have been away from sea for too long, and their broken hearts turn to bloodshed for solace. A full supply of medicine lasts barely a week. If you could buy a high potion and take it up to Vidalef, If you can buy a high potion and take it up to Vidalef, you may well save some lives. I think I already have one, don't I? Yeah, I have one already. From all my quests. In fact, one of my quests gave me a high potion. Oh, wait, hold on. New outfit! Yes! Yes! Girl. I look stunning. Garby. Right. You know, I could do a whole playthrough with me literally just facing forward. It would be so awkward, but you know. It would be interesting. Oh, the yellow tech died. You know, just for the purpose of, why not? Just for purposes of what I'm doing. Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal. And boop. I'm sure that's cool. In theory. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I didn't finish the fade, but it's fine. Yeah, you ain't got nothing now. Alright. I'm plumb out of potions. Any sorry sufferer knocking on my door may as well be knocking on Thul's. All's I can offer him is a prayer. Were I a God-fearing man, I'd say you were heaven sent. After the dust settles from the next pirate brawl, some sorry soul will owe you his lousy life. I pity the four fish out of water. At first I thought the fights were just to kill time, but now I believe some truly have a death wish. There's naught that can be done about that. We can't make them want to live. All we can do is hope they learn to love the land. Very true. Honestly, that was kind of crazy, though. You know what? While I'm over here, and since I'm already in the level 9 area, let's, kill a grounded pirate. Here you go, Grubby. Sick. Thank you. Yay. Alright. Hey. What you sniffing at over there? Hmm? I will say, this nugget ice machine that we got has done wonders for my, what is the word? It's done wonders for my, hydration. Jesus Christ. I'm not really even tired, I just, I don't know. Last. This right, the crops will never be ready for harvest. Oh, if only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. I'll bet Ruth Wada knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. That Gherkin's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the Uruks that dwell there. Once you've three bushels worth, take the black loam to Fraywell at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. What? You're the one who's being all in my space. I'm just giving what you want. Alright, to the cookpot. I'll just cross the river. I don't feel like going near the pirates. Bro, I cannot wait for Beastmaster. Honestly, I'm just ready for a new job altogether. Like, I love the current jobs as they stand right now, but I don't know. Sometimes you just want something new. I also wouldn't mind if they had more limited jobs. What I really want, though, is for all the limited jobs to actually be able to interact with each other. That would be kind of fun. Girl, I'm not even trying to fight you. Whatever. Yeah, see? That's what you get. That's what you get. Oh, hello. Minui. Oh, I'm too high for this. I'm too high. Oh, it's fine. October 1. Hell. I should just auto attack that one. That's fine. And I'm low enough level that this actually is necessary. It is actually something I can use. Love it. Rude. Trying to ground pound me. Why not? See? Nothing to worry about. Summon Ruby. Ruby Druid. Ruby Druid. Rude. And down you go. Thank you. Oh. God. I'm so dumb. I was like, man, these low-level fates are giving me a lot of experience for the level that they're at. Oh, come on. I just realized the webcam's been down again. This is what happens when it's not directly plugged into the computer, and instead is directly plugged into a power strip. Well, it's not a power strip, it's a USB strip, but either way, still. Whoa. What happened? Where am I? Oh. What? Hello? Hello? What happened to... What? What? Where did... Huh? What? Where did the... I mean, I still have it up on my screen, but I'm also fully aware that it is no longer showing up on my... The crap is happening here? Good, good, good. Okay, well that's still working, but what just happened? Hello? No? No? What's happening? What is happening here? And why is it not... Ha! What is happening? Girl, what is happening? No source selected. What do you mean no source selected? Hold on. Maybe this? No. No? No. Let's take this out actually for this. Since I already know how to... Yeah, we're not doing that. What is happening here? Hold on, give me 1 second. Because I think maybe... Okay, it's showing up in capture specific window. Looks like it's just not on here anymore. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's remove that. Yes. And then... There we go. Okay. So, somehow, I accidentally grabbed the window, the 14 window in OBS, and pulled it out of the frame. On accident, obviously. So, but that's what I get for just clicking randomly on accident. Alright. What's up, girl? Oh, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dark. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor for the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me Garkinton we'd neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the client's stench. It comes from the Oryx lair of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. You're welcome, I guess. Oh? hasn't, no. Frey wall. Plowshares to swords. Ooh, with a new book option. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling, only killing. Stealing our shovels. Wild and crazy. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those cars a lesson in obedience myself. If I hadn't sworn to Stillborn, that I wouldn't fight no more. So, I need you to bring back our farm tools, and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. I'll head back to the Red Rooster Stead before I hit the level 10 quests. But hey, I'm making good time. What happens when you get off work on time for once? I feel like Captain Peter Pigeontoe should probably be involved in this, but I'm not even sure what the point of him is, though. He's literally a special NPC, a special enemy NPC for, like, as far as I'm aware, like, no reason. You know what? Just because I'm curious, and you know what? And honestly, curiosity is something that you should always check for. It's something that you should always... Captain Peter... Hold on. I need to find him again. Captain Peter what? Captain Peter, what's his name? Peter Pigeontoe. Pigeontoe. Because I'm pretty sure he's not in my encyclopedia. Alright. Captain Peter Pigeontoe is an enemy humanoid in Middle Noscea. Indeed, that he is. Well, he's aggressive. He uses Barbaric Surge, Fill with Anger, increasing damage dealt. Alright, and the only description I got here is a species description, and specifically a genus description. Those of the wandering races often find themselves at odds with even their own kind, whether these threats be from Imperials, cultists, heretics, or simple brigands. Many of these species are thus created not from a biological perspective, but from a game mechanic perspective for ease of classification. Not helpful. Also gives me nothing. Well, there is a quest guide here for Plowshares to Swords, which we already did. Or no, we are in the middle of doing now. Let's see. Quest destination is southwest of Freywall. In that area, grounded raiders and grounded pirates will have the quest icon over their heads. Fight them until you have recovered 3 stolen tools. Be careful to avoid fighting too many enemies at once. There is also a level 11 enemy in the area, Captain Peter Pigeontoe, that you might want to avoid hitting with your area of effect attacks. If you're overwhelmed, you can run away until the enemy stops chasing you, and then come back and try again. So, basically, just the usual gist of. But yeah, he ain't got nothing to his name on this, other than Captain Peter Pigeontoe does not count for this quest. Sometimes you just create an NPC, Sometimes you just give them a name. for no reason. There's zero information on this guy. He's just a random captain. Or rather, the captain of the Middle Noscean pirates that are grounded and still want to be regular ass pirates. I mean, there's nothing to say about it, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna probably do something about that. As probably cringe as it is to probably admit this, but I am not just a gamer, but also a writer. And though I am in the middle of writing a novel series at the moment, in my spare time, I also have a fan fiction. Yes, it is probably about as cringe as it sounds. Why are you looking at me like that? He judging me. But very specific. But if you want very, very, very specifics on the fan fiction that I write, I have a couple of different series. And one of them is Fated Journeys, Realm Reborn. And basically, it involves characters from 3 other IPs, specifically, as cringe as it is, Teen Wolf, Merlin, and Supernatural, all coming together and becoming Warriors of Light. We are not going to dwell on that, though, because I'm 17 chapters in, and they haven't even made it to the Envoy parts yet, so... I mean, I will say, a lot of it is some of the best writing I've ever done, but, you know, it's strange what really, you know... I'm going to stop talking about it. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Good to see the tools back, and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severn when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secret I did. Couldn't care less of them. Couldn't care less that the Wastrel won't work. But when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. If Delaware not to know what sort of scalawag he's dealing with, take word to him, will you? Sure. Ooh, my nose. Got stuffy all of a sudden for no reason. It's very brown. I'll go ahead and sell these bronze pieces. I'll be honest, I never know what to do with the silver feathers. I really don't. Thata isn't the first character I've ever created that is guaranteed silver feathers, but I never know what to do with them when that time comes. But, pirates making off with their tools. Freehold did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severn thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Yeah, I'll take the maple. Yeah. Look at it, ain't it pretty? Anyways, I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Bridgman's level 10. Nope, level 9. Never mind. So I can go back to Red Rooster Stead right before I go back to Limsa. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I just realized they forgot to change up the lines, because there was original. Y'all are probably wondering, what letter are you talking about? Well, there was a quest in the original A Realm Reborn line where Severin ends up getting a letter from the Serpent Reavers, the blue-faced guys. Basically, they're pirates who are enthralled by Leviathan. Well, he used to, well, I don't know if they ever explain it, but he used to be one of the Serpent Reavers. Now, he wasn't one of the ones that was enthralled by Leviathan, but he did work directly with them. And they end up sending him a letter where basically they're like, "Oh, you need to pay your dues or whatever, and we're gonna kill you if you don't bring us fresh blood." Basically, new pirates for him to get put into the service of Leviathan, which is what leads to this quest. But yeah, so that letter spooks him, and we notice that he gets spooked, and then he runs off, saying he doesn't really care about us anymore, and he just wants to just kind of leave us behind. But yeah, there was a quest originally where the end of it was either we give him a letter or he obtains a letter during the time. I need you to stop by the bowl, because you already ruined your food bowl. I don't need you ruining your water bowl too. But yeah, so yeah, that was a thing that happened, and a thing that they took out, and a thing that they forgot to write around, because now we're like, what letter? Granted, nobody really cares. This is literally a level 9 quest in a sea of other main scenario quests. But for those who are actually like paying attention, though, and who actually give a damn about this stuff, like for instance me, they never fixed the dialogue, and I always forget about it right up until I actually watch the cutscene and be like, oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Anyways, yeah, Lord Dump over. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So, I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. Indeed. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Grenvida at the... Let me try this. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Grenvida at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. She all the way back here. Just hiding. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his revel set up for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sod said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was they had that pickled their brains. If you'll find the idle swine, be sure and give them a cover on the ear from me, will you? Oh, honey, they gonna need a little bit more than a cuff on the ear. They in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. You know, I've never actually seen Ghost. Though, someone in my family really liked it. I don't remember. Then again, a lot of women like those cheesy romance movies. I don't meet a lot of men who are into cheesy romance movies. Like, they exist. I'm aware that they do, but usually they're kind of like movie snobs and stuff like that. Now, if there is a Patrick Swayze movie that I am probably going to end up watching, I want it to be To Wong Fu with Love, I believe is the name of the movie. It's the one where he's in drag, and honestly, it is. It looks so funny, and it looks so and it looks like it's gonna make me cry for no reason. With all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastards done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severn, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. We've got to help them. Let's go help them, then. Water sprite. Let me change this up. And boop. Oh, actually. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. And gosh, dang it. Boop. There we go. Now I got it. Let's aid Aramis. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the starry bastards in there are done for. There's only one, actually. Well, no, there's two. Never mind. So like, Severn might have gotten us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms! I don't even think he helps in this fight. He doesn't even help in this fight. I mean, I don't think it's for a lack of try. I don't remember it being for a lack of trying, though. So, anyways. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severn. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. So that was the agreement. Yet, your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us, repay unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Hey! Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it may be, we shall take it. O mournful miscreation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. Now, because this is something that happened in three different timelines, I guess, the thing I did for my fanfiction was that specifically I had our marauder, Eric Hale, go into a berserk state, so that way the clay golem basically went unused, at least as a plot point. and he kind of just goes into a frenzy and cuts to black, basically. Summon Ruby! Ruby run! Ruby run! Bye-bye! Golem. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. And he gone. And now we continue on. To the cutscene. With your Shala. You're a little late. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Uh-oh. My first ever experience with the Echo. A lot of time passes from the beginning to the end of this Echo, so I will explain it away because most people don't get it. Because it seems like two very different storylines, which they kind of are. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known limits and factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagan and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 helpless if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. And then that's from the beginning of the Path of 12 stuff, and then before and long before Meteor even starts falling. Seas continue to rise. And then this part is actually set a couple of days before Meteor fall, so while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Soir foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature immutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Chalayan ring more true. And then this is I think a few minutes before we meet her. This is it's like an hour before we meet her at the place with the bogies. The place where we actually meet her. This is an hour before we actually meet her in A Realm Reborn. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Ether. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Spoilers. Because, girl... I feel bad for saying it, but get used to it. Am I a terrible person for saying that? feel like I'm a terrible person for saying that. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet, now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlayan seem commonplace. Oh, and this is also from the opening movie of Our Realm Reborn, where it shows it all in their FMV glory. Yeah, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today, the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Great hole in the sea. I wonder if she's talking about Wolf's Den. Maybe. Probably. Possibly? I honestly have no idea. Wait. A disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Sing Song Grotto, perhaps? And there she goes rushing off to meet us. For the first time. My video settings are fine. Shut up. Look, we be doing our best over here. What have we here? Can you walk? Oh, right. Severin's still here. Oops. 'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. This account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stairwen will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you. But perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you to my life. That'd uncover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. There's a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. I'm glad that they do have her actual, cop here. I'm glad that they added it to the game. Although I think it's really funny that they literally just went, altered Cottontail Matica, rather than just give it to us wholesale. Honestly, I'm glad that they just didn't add it to the Mog Station board, because they already do that with enough outfits. Oh? Oh, right. I was like, what? And then I realized tactical planning. Which I will be doing soon. Just maybe not yet. You know, I kind of miss the complexity of old or Born. I understand why they did away with it. I just kind of wish that they had made some of the main. I just kind of wish that they had made like the main scenario quests into side quests rather than just getting rid of them wholesale and getting rid of a bunch of different side quests wholesale. Like, yeah, sure, we don't need all that information, but also at the same time, like, you know, let us still have it in some way. Because I love lore. I love getting to know the space and the places. It's just real nice. Lo, I knew you'd return. You surely delivered Severn a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too, a lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's May who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a Serpent Reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin. 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers have never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Liminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when a captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. Which, still mentioned, even though I'll never get over it. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy sorting myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear 'em talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. So I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stelwyn. Aww. I owe you a debt too, Potter. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Baderin what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severn if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, lass. Whee! Alright, and we're going back to lower Noscea, just to finish up those Red Rooster Stead quests, and then we'll go see Baderin. You know, it's nice that Red Rooster Stead is pretty close to Summerford Farms. I just really wish that there was an aetheryte. Honestly, the fact that Swift Perch has an aetheryte, but not... Honestly, I want to say that Swift Perch didn't originally have an aetheryte. Like, they'll add aetherytes sometimes into the game later on. They did it with Namazu, they did it with... Usually, typically, though, it's for, like, beast tribes. Like, the Pelipelu, the Namazu, I think, the... Who else was it? Was there one for the... I don't remember if there was one in Shadowbringers. Yeah. I mean, Lord knows, they've put enough aetherytes in the fucking game. Like, in multiple different, like, regions. There's, like... Although, I will say, this is the first expansion where I've actually seen 4 separate aetherytes in one region. It's a little overkill. I also understand why. Kosumaka is very, very large, very expansive. Also, the height is it's basically like freaking not Yulmore. The area Yulmore's in. No wait, no, it is Yulmore. Is that the region? It's not Amarang. Ugh, hate it. But it's basically just like the wall there. Climb, climb, you fools. Climb, you fool. Go. Still can't believe you can climb that. That's crazy. Alright. This should be the last quest, I believe. This should be the last quest on the outside of Limsa that doesn't take me into Western Battleland. Wait, are they inside? No. Are they around the building? Or are they below? No? Wait, hold on, what? Oh, there. Stupid PC. Skarnmar of the Red Rooster Stead seeks that adventurers can serve up some justice. I keep watch over the gates here at the Stead, but my watch extends only so far. The stagecoach that was supposed to pull in today never made it past Blind Iron Mines. Word arrived not long ago that it was waylaid by someone, or something. The coachman is a plucky fellow. If I know Wahoy Mahoy, he'll be poking around the mines, plotting to salvage his consignment. But, ultimately, he is just one man. He would put my mind at ease if you go to his aid. Let's go save Wahoy Mahoy. I'm sorry. Wahoy Mahoy. All I can think of is freaking do it, man. Oh, let's go see Wahoy Manoy. Wahoy Mahoy. It's not Wahoy Manoy, it's Wahoy Mahoy. Oh, he's so peaceful. Oh, sorry. No, stay laying down. Don't mind me. Oh, he's gonna be so loud and insufferable. What's up, little Lala? Oh, he's smoking a pipe. You must be the help that Skarnma sent. I thought you'd never get here. The Kobolds stuck me up and skedaddled with the garments, but don't you worry none. I'm fixing to get them back so we can get them back. All you gotta do is mosey up on close to that stagecoach they hit and peek in, and you bet your bottom gill those kobolds will come calling. And once them critters come out, flock! You pop them in the jaw and snag the loot. It's foolproof. He's so funny. Goodness. Very shiny for some reason. Bye-bye. Got the bundles of raiments. Bless you. Why are you sneezing down there? You done good, partner. Rounded up enough to bring back to the stead, I reckon. I'll tend to the rest of this here mess. You go on ahead and make sure old Skarnmark gets the goods. Nah, they just didn't want to animate you. Oh, I'm sorry, was this supposed to be a secret? Cleopatra? Oh my god. Love it. Love it. She's also probably a Femme. I mean, hey, it's faster than going around the long way. Oh, hey, he popped in real quick. One mo. Anyway. Always getting that stuff. Good to see you return to us unharmed. Or good to see you return to us unharmed. And with 3 full bags, no less. I am grateful, but I hear this is hardly the last we'll hear of the Kobolds. They have been growing more restless in recent moons, and this trend is like to continue. Antioch must be apprised of this incident. War is at our doorstep. I think he's fine. So the Kobolds are at it again. Not content with their own territory, the creatures have been pouring forth from their subterranean dwellings to wreak havoc on the Minson land. But we won't stand for it. Our livelihoods are at stake. Alas, with neither side willing to give any ground, I fear there may be no peaceful resolution. And I don't need them. Bait what? Oh yeah, this is it's always nice to know, like, when you've hit like an official side quest line, because every quest that's given always has some picture, artistic representation of whatever the cutscene is, and it's always important, to be honest. I need to... Why? Keeps making messes. No, I'm not being nice to you. You see with your own eyes how the Kobolds have taken up arms against us. The mines of Ogomoro aren't enough for the native nuisances of northern Vilbrand anymore. They've come to claim what is ours. Long ago, our war-weary forebears struck a short-sighted peace with the Kobolds. What lay beneath the sea was to be Limsa's, what lay underground was Ogamoros. Yet, what resolved one conflict created another. As the sea cannot fully feed, clothe, and shelter the children of land. Realizing this, the Kobolds tacitly condoned the limits and settlement of Noscea, who shared an unspoken agreement. But now, the Kobolds aggressively assert their dominion, threatening our very survival. Adherence to a pact is meaningless if it means our demise. It comes time for us to take a stand. Seek the wisdom of Aaron Lona to learn how. So, Antioch has at last abandoned the naive hope that the couple of minutes would abate of its own accord. Their numbers have increased manifold as they expand southward. The food shortages spurred by overpopulation quicken the cycle of aggression. A common beggar would know better than to expect foodstuffs aboard a stagecoach bound for the Stead, but the filthy scamps grow desperate. We need only set the bait, and their hunger will be their undoing. Tell Antioch to make the arrangements. So we set a trap. Genius. We'll trap the hungry kobolds as one would any rodent. And I know just the bait to set. Tell Skarnmar to set aside some dodo meat from our next shipment. Set a bit of that in blind iron mines, and the little gluttons won't be able to resist. I will say the Silver Bazaar is probably still my favorite beginning side quest. God, gosh dang it. This webcam is driving me insane. I need to figure something out better than this. There we go. We're back to it. Skarnmar, I hand dead dodo to you, and you kill kobolds for me. Bargain if I ever heard one. Take this over to Kwabati, south of the mines. She'll know where it goes. We'll finish up with the last Baderon for the last quest that brings us to Baderon. And then from there, you know how it goes. You'll be fine. You don't need my help. Good to see the Red Rooster Stead hasn't turned chicken on us. Once you found a good hiding spot, open the crate and meet. Once you found a good hiding spot, open the crate and meet nearby. The kobolds will follow their noses. By the time they see you, it'll be too late. It's always funny when you can tell that they literally created a set piece specifically for a cutscene, for a side quest. Like, this area has literally no other reason to be here. I don't even think there's gathering points in here either. Honestly, it's so obvious. So sad. So bad. Bye-bye. Oh, hold on. Boop. Gotcha. Back to Red Rooster Stead. Jesus. That was fast. Brawn rot. I don't know. Still sugary, so sugar coating my throat. Alright, we're almost there. Getting close now. Uh-oh. I was about to say. Let me out! Another order of lavender from the alchemist guild. You've done it. I've expected no less. I don't know what we'd have done without you. Which makes me wonder what we will do once you're gone. I was hoping you might visit the Drowning Wench and speak with Baedron. It is no secret the Yellow Jackets pay in mead. Mayhap he would put in a word so that the Stead might procure their protection. You will never get it. You'll never get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Sorry. Anyways. I'm an asshole. Sorry. And you are an asshole too. Ow. That hurts. Ow. Let go. Ow. Let me just pause again at some point. Mm-hmm. Anything I need to do around here? Nothing that isn't a quest for a discipline or a job. To the Aft Castle. He scratched me. That's fine. What? I'm not playing with you. You already made a mess back there. I can still see you. I can see you in my camera, you bitch. No, I'm kidding. Alright. Back to this. What? Stop it. I could do his voice lines, but I plan on doing that for the last set, so. And the voice lines do not change, no matter what side he's on. Bait and swat. So, the Steads ain't over their heads with kobolds, are they? 'Twas wishful thinking to believe the mine rats would stay put in Ogmora. Any barkeep can tell you as rodents are once spread. This wave just comes sooner than reckoned. The pact was a farce. No handshake ever solved the blood feud. We just needed to lick our wounds a while is all. Well, I suppose they're all healed up. Even the Maelstrom's taking note of how the rascals run rampant. You can be sure they're ordering crystals to summon Titan, and God's help us if they do. Limbs will look back on these petty thefts and skirmishes as the good old times when that day comes, I'll tell you. And there won't be a company of heroes around to answer our prayers this time, neither. Well, an ounce of prevention's worth a pund's cure. I'll talk to the Yellow Jackets and see if they can't slow the Kobolds' advance on the Stead. Thank you. Alright. Bloody hells. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severn. The Yellow Jacket as hands out the punishments is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to Gillolan. Kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see you straight at fair. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stalwern asked of you, and more. Justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell? With free room and board. Veteran's a trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And, take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a afraid bed for you. So, make use of it. Not that you'll have much time for lying around, what with all the leaves you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'll put your name down for leaves. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give Tamokri a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell you, if it turns out they had aught to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay. Proper bleeding reckoning. May have us with limbs and needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to ride it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. Yeah, we already know about that. And yes, I unlocked the leave meat. Well, no, actually, I didn't unlock the leave meat. I still have to unlock the leave meat. Sky high. Howdy, you fair Thoughta. Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try in next. You heard of the Skylift out in the middle of Noscea? If you've ever visited Wild Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor, that, and I hear they could use an Enterprise's soul to pick up the odd jobs what no other buggers has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation. Look by the name of Workrit, and he'll be sure to put you to work on the task or two. I'm getting the quest. I'm just not going to continue them for tonight. Greetings, Thata. Vader has been most effusive in his praise of your accomplishments. Have you considered putting your abilities to use for the Adventurers Guild by undertaking a guild leave or two? Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed with necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters, to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term leave quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Swiftperch and speak with Swiftskiff. You'll be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first leave quest. Can you calm down? Well, always wild and fancy for you, that one. Let me just check and see if there's any other level type quests that showed up in Lemsa in the lower decks or something. Let's find out. If not, then I'll come back and I'll just go to the end. Can I help you? Nope, we're good. Alright. And that's it for tonight. Can you come down? I'm stuck in my butt. Greetings, lass. What can I do for you this morning? Have a nice rest. Ha ha ha. I have not unlocked the glamour dress here. I'll go ahead and store the, excuse me. Helm of Light. Oh, right. It's fine. Nope, no esthetician yet. I don't even think I have equestrian rolls either. Anyways. Alright, and with that, it is time to go to bed. So, good night and sweet dreams. Bye-bye.